Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, super fun one. The weather is starting to get super good. That springtime, almost summertime is upon us. We figured we would do another chain of videos. We do a lot, obviously, you guys see us every week, but we want to start doing top things to do where, right? Yep. So today we're gonna get right into it and we'll be talking to you about the top things to do in Castle Rock.
He always says it's a fun one. I think this is one of the few that's actually gonna be fun.
Let's go.
What's up guys, I'm Eli Schmidt, this is my partner Will Grimes, and welcome to our channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you're even thinking about moving to Colorado, guys, because we drop content all week long telling you everything there is to know about moving to or living in the entire area.
100%, and we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to do so. But with that being said, let's dive into it. We just got back from Arizona. We were speaking at a pretty large real estate conference for YouTube specifically and how to help agents. Being out there, the warmer weather, a lot of different activities. And while I was out there, it was like, man, what are the top things to do? And then that brought some thought to like, when's the last time we talked to you guys about the top things to do, specifically out here in the Denver Metro, all the way from Fort Collins to the Springs, anywhere and everywhere. But today we're gonna be starting off with Castle Rock. We've had a lot of clients that move here. It's one of the hottest areas that you can be in. There's still plenty of space out here, so it's not too filled. There's still some unincorporated. There's still new builds that are popping up. There's still more listings that are popping up. So with hikes, mountain biking, with a ton of different stuff we're gonna talk about, why not start right here in the heart of Castle Rock and talk to you guys about the top things to do.
Just to dive into a little bit of context for you, if it's your first time hearing about Castle Rock, we're about 35 minutes south of downtown Denver. With traffic, you're looking at maybe 47. With really bad traffic, 55 minutes, still under an hour.
I'm a consistent 32-minute from downtown Denver to home. I live here in Castle Rock, so like, I mean, I consider my driving pretty mild. Moderate. Easy. Either way, getting to it, 32 minutes, 35 minutes, definitely not terrible, and definitely worth the commute if you like this style of living, even though you have to still go downtown.
It is, and the name of the game in Castle Rock, why you may come down here, is if you're drawn to nature. If coming to Colorado, you're very nature driven, you know, as far as your move coming out here, Castle Rock, I feel, is one of the places to where when you come down to Castle Rock, nature comes to you. If you're in Denver, you know, of course you see the mountains out of the west side, of course, but it's flat. There's not a whole ton of nature outside of normal parks and stuff there.
And we're gonna be showing you guys, you're probably looking at it right now, but just some drone footage of Castle Rock and what it feels like. And even though you've got great views of the mountains and of Pikes Peak, you also feel like you're in the mountains because you're kind of starting to get more in toward the mountains, which again creates just that whole ambiance of the landscape. But let's dive right into it. The first one we're gonna be talking about is Daniels Park.
That's right. Now, Daniels Park is technically in Castle Pines, but Castle Pines and Castle Rock should be pretty interchangeable. Castle Pines is kind of the little cousin that sits just north of Castle Rock, but again, it's Castle Rock in our opinion. So Daniels State Park is a gorgeous park, highly underrated. A lot of locals don't even know about it. If you're from Castle Rock or Castle Pines, I'm sure you do, but if you're from the rest of the state, maybe not. So it's very quiet, and one thing that I love about this park, that you guys may love about this park, is that they have legit mountain bike trails, which can be kind of hard to find, you know, in just these parks that are around these suburban neighborhoods. But Daniels Park, I mean, it's legit.
And for the most part, out here in Colorado, you were at altitude. The climate tends to be pretty dry. But as far as like insects and snakes, it's not that we don't have them out here, so don't quote me on that. But your likelihood of seeing those things while you're out on trails and having a great time, super less likely than
there
a lot
are
of other
rattlesnakes,
areas.
But again, they're
far
rare.
between.
It's
definitely not Arizona or any other places. So if you guys are concerned with things like that, definitely still keep an eye out. But not a huge concern. Moving right along, downtown Castle Rock. I'll take the lead on this. I love it. I'm a food guy. I'm a food baby. I'm a car baby. I love it. You've got the Great Divide down there. You've got Tribe down there, which is a phenomenal. I'm more of a brunch guy for there, but between like their sausage and eggs, and they've got these corn pancakes. I don't want to give too much away. I'm gonna throw a picture up right here. That's me at Tribe. Phenomenal little brunch. It's light, but filling at the same time.
Yeah.
Their flavors, it's pretty much a scratch kitchen, farm to table. Super cool. But what's really nice as well is if you guys, enjoy going for walks or going to like some boutique stores. You've got a couple different boutiques out there where it's just little mom and pop shops. You've got one spot, I can't remember the name of it, but we're popping it up right now. The Emporium, where you've got literally like 60 different boutiques inside of one old building in Castle Rock. You've got some Rocket Fizz candy stores for the kiddos. So if it's like having brunch and going for a nice walk and enjoying some of the park and recreation out there, buying some things from the boutiques, if that's your style for a midday or a holiday or a weekend, super hard to beat, and you still get like that small town feel out of it.
You do, and in this whole downtown area, it's gone under a huge revitalization over the past 5 years to where it was a little stagnant, but classic old downtown feel. But what they've done over the past 5 years, they've had some of these new companies come in, new restaurants, new breweries. In that area, they've done a great job preserving the old town feel, but bringing some new restaurants, some new fun vibes. And you've got Festival Park right there in downtown, so bringing the kiddos by, it's a good park for them to play at while you're spending a Saturday or Sunday afternoon just going and exploring all the stores that there are in Castle Rock.
Moving right along, outlet malls. This is probably what Castle Rock is known for by far. It's not necessarily the most valuable piece to Castle Rock, but it's definitely most known. But you've got a great outlet mall here, so whether it's Nike or Coach, Banana Republic, whatever it is, Restoration Warehouse, there's a ton of different really cool stuff in here.
Hardware.
Excuse me, Restoration Hardware. Places. A little pricey, I'll be honest with you.
It's good though.
Especially if you have kids.
Great furniture.
$1,000 table you're gonna be breaking. Either way, digressing, really cool. Now, the only con that would come to this is if you are a local resident of Castle Rock, sometimes it's better to go to those outlets during the week because it is such a close proximity to you because you live here, and you do get some influx of people from out of town that are coming down specifically for those outlets, so they get a little bit busy. But what's nice is they've expanded over there in the commercial development. You've got gyms over there, you've got Whole Foods, you've got a ton of different other stores in addition to the outlets now that tend to spread people around. So what I have noticed these past couple weeks is you don't have as many people crowding the outlets because of everything else that they've developed there. But still something to consider a midday on a Saturday if you're a local in Castle Rock. Maybe not your best day to go. Take advantage of your week.
And this is one of my favorite things about Castle Rock, and what I'm always telling people is because, like Littleton, for example, very cute, historic, old downtown strip, much like downtown Castle Rock's.
That's it.
But they don't have the new commercial development side. So Castle Rock, 5 minutes or 8 minutes from each other, they do have the old downtown area along with the new stores, the Whole Foods, everything Will just mentioned. So really having a blend of nostalgia plus practicality, Castle Rock crushes in that market.
And just to add a little bit, we've got 2 more bullet points for you guys, but just to add a little bit on that while we're talking, it's like you do have a ton of breweries down here. So like your nightlife and recreation for date nights or going out with the family, still super, super superb, especially if you're local. You don't have to go very far for that.
All right, number 4 on our list. You've heard us talk about this one a lot, but it is definitely worth talking about, and that is Phillip S. Miller Park.
Correct.
So this is located pretty close off the highway, right in Castle Rock, and this is a massive complex where, yes, it's a park, but that's even not doing it justice because you've got multiple features within this park. So traditional playgrounds for kids to play on. You've got a huge, like 60-foot tall obstacle course.
Confidence course is what they call them, I think.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. It's really fun.
You've got soccer fields, you've got indoor recreation.
The mini incline, if you guys are looking for a good Saturday or Sunday morning workout, go hit the mini incline down there. If you're wanting Big Daddy incline, go down to Monument.
Pro leg day or just want to get like a great hike in, but get a workout, and it's hit there in like the early mornings, you get great sunrises. It's not too hot yet. You guys could be doing that while kids are playing on the soccer field or whatever it may be. Or if you guys want to go inside and hit the pool and hit some of the recreation, the rock climbing walls, a lot of fun. That is super hard to beat because there is something there for everyone, and it's still in the heart of Castle Rock, which means it's still close to food and everything else that you might need after a long day of fun.
And in the way I'd position it, it's almost like, I don't know, like having these features within a park, it's almost like they're individual businesses that are in there. They're obviously not, it's just features that you guys can go and use. But again, I don't know of any parks that you can go and just spend a weekend at, but Phillip S. Miller Park is definitely one of them.
100%. Finally, that leads us to our last point, and that is The Rock. Not that rock. We love that rock. The Castle Rock, the actual rock here in Castle Rock.
All right, so many of you may not know, but Castle Rock is named after
a rock that looks like a castle.
Yeah, it kind of does.
In
like
police work, we call that a clue.
That's right. Now, the way that you can tell the Castle Rock if you are down here visiting is they've got a big star on top of it all the time that lights up at night.
And it's on a huge hill, mini mountain, and it's like it's standalone. They've also got a park that's created around that, so if you guys would like to take a small hike and climb up to the rock and then have a view overlooking all of Castle Rock, super cool.
Yeah, and during the 4th of July, they do fireworks there. I think they do it on New Year's too. So again, a lot of parks here, a lot of hiking, a lot of shopping. That's what Castle Rock is.
And a lot of recreation as far as like the breweries and the nightlife and going out and having food with your kiddos or with your family. Like the reason why we start out with this one is because, yes, hey, if you want to live here, there's still plenty of availability as far as listings popping up. New build communities that are coming here, there's still a lot of unincorporated, but it is super hard to beat when it comes to everything that this place has to offer. Yet you can live here. Like you literally would not have to go anywhere to have fun unless you just desire to go somewhere else. But as far as like your groceries and your day-to-days, the recreation, the fun, the different types of fun that you can have, super hard to beat.
And nature on top of all of that. And like honestly, this is one of the things with all of our metro cities. A lot of them feel just like normal metro cities. Still great, right? But man, the nature aspect that's integrated within Castle Rock is so cool.
And speaking of that, I'm gonna leave you with this because we do have 4 seasons out here. As the fall starts blowing in and the leaves and the trees all change and the snow starts laying across Castle Rock, it is super hard to beat that type of feel during that season. And during those seasons, we will talk about some things that you can do out here during the wintertime and across Colorado. And we will also remind you that we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And yes, just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping back up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and emails. So if there's something we can do for you guys, we would love to. But until next video, you guys enjoy your week. We will see you very soon.
All right, see you guys.